Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mark's Stone YouTube weekly episode. As you've just seen before this weekly episode, spotted a deer. I just recently, this week, after technically see this video from since last Saturday, always till yesterday, the day before this video. Yeah, every morning whilst I'm going to the railway course I'm on, at the time I'm going back home again. Because to be honest, I decided to start walking home. Instead of getting friends or family I start walking back. But a couple of times I did get a bus back and because I've been that knackered, I thought, well, I can't walk because I've been in that much stress. I thought I couldn't cope walking. But I've been seeing deers. Yeah, every morning, every afternoon. And just start this weekly episode off, you just see a deer. And I also wanted to try and get a deer in one of my weekly episodes. And yeah, I did. But it was there, and that's why I was going to try and turn the camera around quick, and you see it in the background. But then I just crouched down, and then it moved. But I was just about to walk that way. If I walk that way, it might come up here. But if I walk that way, and then I walk partly down, walk into the next open greenery, I might see more. But that's why I'm going to stay down, keep my voice down for a minute, because it might appear, come out of the trees, it might come from over there. Yeah, it might come over towards me. So that's why I don't want to try to move. But it's been a few times I've done weekly episodes in this area, and I have spotted a couple of deers around this area, and a couple of times I have seen them come out of here and through there a couple of times. But I'm not 100% sure if I did mention it on the weekly or showed you that I seen a couple of deers in these trees. But this week it's been alright. We got to Friday. It's been a couple of weeks now. I've been downhill, but it's not my fault for what's going off. Because literally on this course I've been on, everybody's been feeling down because from a couple of weeks ago, a few people got hurt, but one did get seriously hurt. They all had back pains and that, shoulder pains and arm pain and leg pain. But lucky enough, nobody didn't go home with scars on the face, arms, fingers, and that. Let's say everybody just had a bit of pains, a lot of back pain. And we couldn't go out on tracks. We spent technically 5 hours of doing paperwork, because technically we had an hour lunch and then half an hour break in the beginning, it once in the morning, and then 12 till 1, and then half an hour break in the afternoon. But it's not fair with how we start the course, start the day, and finish the end of the day. I'll mention about that probably next week, the episode. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll probably spend it on next week's episode, because next week it's going to be worse. It might be worse, but in a sort of good way. Because next week I'll be going to Doncaster next week, but that's why I've been trying to get some people to help. Anybody nearby to give me a lift to Doncaster from where I live to Doncaster, because it takes about an hour and something. But with the times in the morning being school hours, yeah, it might take 2 or an hour and a half. But if I can get there just before 9, I'll be alright. But if not, it's one of them I might have to wake up at 4, get everything ready by 4:30. I'm going to do it the day before, get a taxi to come at 4:30, pick me up from there to a railway station, and then catch it from there to another station, and then that station to that station, and that station to probably another one. Yeah. Or 20 hours ago, and then straight to Doncaster. Yeah. So yeah. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I can help it. But then talking about the stations, railway stations, so yeah, that's why I'm asking for help. So this is the final time I can probably do it, is to ask somebody to do that, and it'll be Thursday the 9th. So if anybody who I know personally, or you know me personally, or we might not know each other, but you can trust me, and you both trust me, so I can trust you and I can believe you to do something. And you want to be on a YouTube video and give me a hand, we'll work something out with the fuel. Yeah, I'll pay for your fuel, getting there, and then later on the day I'll get same thing again to come back, to bring me back. But yeah, or depends where you live. If you can have a long travel, whatever. But I thought some fuel money, help you out with your YouTube videos, the channel, yeah. But I'm not going to do where you'll be in trouble or I'll be in trouble, like no dirty, no physical, yeah, not that sort of deal. Yeah. It's just, honestly, you should just help me out. But yeah, talking about those stations, I know I did do YouTube videos in the past. I done one on the train from Markstone, and I done a couple of videos on my Markstone Entertainment and Markstone Limited, and I done it on past weekly episodes. Don't know if this video is going to get uploaded to Markstone Limited and Markstone Entertainment, and it might also get uploaded onto my trains with Markstone. I went to an old railway station, and then I learned into a bit more of the history, and I found out that the old Flying Scotsman used to travel there how it used to be before how it is today. And it's literally amazing how I've seen it, how the Flying Scotsman travel at this old train station. And yeah, I just went to this old railway station. No trains are running, but I literally said a few times in the past, I wish we could actually get an old railway, get trains running back there again. Even if it's get some big trains running, or get some small ones, yeah, or miniature ones, where to go from one end to other. You know, a lot of starting. So I'll be wary. But yeah, I'll tell you that now. But then time you see the photos and the videos, I'll make my way to that way, to where I'll think about going just for the walk, because I haven't been around this area for quite some while. So yeah, and then I continue what I'm going to talk about this week. Didn't notice, yeah, there's some people starting over there and over here. And then I just noticed, seems like somebody's sleeping in here and I didn't notice. Oh, God bless you. Who's actually living there? God bless you, but it's not. It used to be. Oh, but nobody's not living there. What a mess. I don't want to go over there because somebody's over there. And I thought I don't want to disturb the peace. No, I don't want like there ain't nobody there. I think it's ruined. I'll leave it. Because something happens, you see, I don't want to get the blame for it. But yeah. The rest of the week I've done this week is been on my Marks Unlimited YouTube channel. Went on playlist. My Marks Unlimited playlist. Sorted a couple of videos out. Trying to think what's the latest video I just got up to. Look. Oh, it's just come off. No, I'll leave it. It's one of them when you start running when you're on playlist, it's like a timer. Telling you want something for a period of time. I turn my data on for a couple of seconds. And I turn it off. Yeah, it's like a timer. It lets you stay going for so long and then it goes off. Sounds like there's an helicopter landing. There you go, that's what I thought. Copied it. Actually, there's 2 deers. One there, and then one there. It seems like one's just moving, and then there's actually a couple in the background. It won't let, this phone won't let me zoom in whilst I've got it on selfie mode. But yeah, Sunday I've been watching all sorts of YouTube videos and going through my playlist on my Marks Unlimited. And then Monday to Friday I've just been at this railway course, and it's literally been a nightmare. But yeah, I've been on this railway course, and every morning, every afternoon, when we're starting, you don't actually start at the time that we're supposed to be starting, and then when it comes to finishing, we're actually finishing early because people are complaining about the buses and trains are running. They don't want to get stuck waiting for a train or a bus, and they're saying they're every 1 hour. I said they're not every 1 hour. I said the buses are every half an hour or even less, because I know that when I come here. Trains and buses are here every 1:45 and every 1:15 and every o'clock and every hour past. Because there's technically somewhere where there's 2-3 different sort of buses and there's 2 different sorts of trains. And it's like, you're not waiting there long. Just distract yourself with your phone. Yeah. If you know you're going to be late, doing that so that you're doing paperwork, finish the unit before you catch the next one. And you see something like, yeah, do something. But yeah, occupy yourself. Just occupy yourself a bit, because then technically when you occupy yourself, it goes quicker than you thought. Seems like when it does, it keeps bouncing about. It seems like it's a bit warm. It will cause a bit of itchiness, so they probably do it just to cool down in a minute, and then it's like you're moving the body's about. I think with me doing that, I was going to stop the camera and turn it around quick. But on that note, I'll double back myself. But yeah, nice to see some deers down here. But yeah, and the people just making excuses just to leave early, and it's like, no point. And there's some of them where they actually done the whole units, they've done all the paperwork, but they're not giving it helping each other. It's like, oh, do you fancy wanting out? Do you like to have a look at my notes? And either you can copy them or read it and see if you can put your own words and do it that way. But when they don't, it's like, oh yeah, cheers for the help. Just like, oh, give me some advice, what this, that and this, and yeah. But yeah. But in my course there's a few on them when they're not English, they come from like other places. And it is hard for them to understand, you know, what we're saying in English. And where in the units on your paperwork, you've got to put it in your own words. You look at the board, you read what it says on there, then you've got to reword it. Yeah, you can't copy it, you've got to put it in your own words. But yet they still, but trying to go, yeah, I understand, put it in my own words, yeah. But they don't, they start copying what it says on board. And then when they go, oh right, you done that one, let's go to this one. And then they go, what shall I put? I didn't get a chance to do it. I said, what shall I put? Then I helped him out. I said, so what you've been putting? So when the time I read it, I copied what the board said. And then now saying, no, you've got to put it in your own words. I said, really? I said, yeah, you've got to put it in your own words. And then the person what's training us is literally going, yeah, you've got to put it in your own words. So yeah. And one of them is, if that person marks it, that's their fault. If they get say, well, you copied what says on here, where we did that saying, put it in your own words. But yeah, not these going, but nicely. See when I'm going like that. But there's some places I've been seeing a lot of them all in one spot, and there's about 1,000 on them. But yeah. But yeah, it's like with the course, it's like we couldn't all go out on tracks because of a recent incident and accident go off where a few people got hurt, but they were targeting one of them. And I said, you can't technically do that, you can't have a go at that person. That person didn't do it on purpose, that person did it on accident. And part of me is trying to solve it out, got some people's statements, but yet it didn't come to me. I just noticed. Seems like somebody tried to make the own fun. But I'm still there tomorrow. I've got to play on it, I'll film myself doing it. No, I'm not doing it now because some people aren't around. And so I don't know who's going to be around. So yeah. One of the Fridays I had to walk out because I had too much stress. I got upset and walked out. And then he got moaned at that I walked out. I said, you moan about me walking out early. Well, you're letting us all out early anyway. Because in about 5 minutes anyway. You're letting everybody go home anyway because the people complaining about the buses, trains are leaving early. Well, they actually they're not long. And you don't want to be sitting around for an hour. It's like, just places where you can go. if you're making excuses like that. And also, how the heck did I just walk by that? That's tuna. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. But yeah, and but yeah, I ain't walking in and said they moan at me for doing it. Don't think my camera rode on that. But yeah, alright, hang on, I don't know why I can do it. Flat bit of curb, where people keep making the impasse. So yeah, and I ended up walking out halfway through class, and they moaned at me. I went, alright, stop moaning. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know what I did on Sunday. I helping a local council out. Well, I might be helping this local council out tomorrow on Friday. But I just want to say this, because this Friday, or technically tomorrow, or technically the day before this video, it's actually Easter. So bank holiday Easter Friday and Monday. So I won't be back to school till Monday. But then I heard there's some kids, they're off school for 2 weeks. So yeah. But yeah, I'll quickly swing on this before somebody comes. I'm not even in this video. There's no point. Yeah, I'm not. How's it holding my weight? I can't end like a record. But yeah. So this is my Mark's Day YouTube weekly episode. And if I forget out, I'm going to put it on for next week's episode. Ta-ta for now. And you might just wonder with my little phone that I had out in the video. That phone, it's on its way out. It's gonna, not mean it's gonna die of battery. It's gonna die like my other phones. Bye for now. Mark's Day YouTube weekly episode. Like, comment and subscribe.